Well, in Daily Business, my name is Aleksander Wierzejski. Welcome to the show, and we are going to talk today about the energy sector once again because it's important and lots of things is going on, especially here in the Central Europe. Wojciech Jakóbik of Business Alert is our guest tonight, so welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
United States and President Trump administration are threatening further sanctions to the companies involved in the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Why so late, first of all, and what is the goal of these sanctions?
Well, the threat of U.S. sanctions has already stopped Nord Stream for 1 year. So new threat could further undermine this project, even if it is not realized in the end. So it is a way of hampering Nord Stream 2 project, which is clearly criticized by U.S. administration since its beginning. And even if those sanctions are not imposed at the end, it will further impair Nord Stream 2 project, which has already many problems on its way. So Americans are sending a clear signal that they want to attack Russian influence over Central and Eastern Europe. They are doing the same since Ronald Reagan, so it's nothing new, but it is really a helpful policy from the point of view of Poland, Ukraine, Lithuania, the countries that are willing to cut Gazprom dominance over Central and Eastern Europe. And even with this Nord Stream 2 in place, this policy is succeeding. Gazprom is losing its market share. We have alternatives, US LNG including. It is coming to LNG terminal in Świnoujście already. So we are in totally different era in gas sector today.
So is this a policy directed towards diversification of the energy sources for Central and Eastern Europe and replacing the Russia monopoly by the international competitive market?
Yeah, we have a regulatory umbrella from European Union. We have a bilateral cooperation between Poland, Ukraine, and US, which is giving prospects of LNG supplies through Poland to Ukraine. There could be some long-term cooperation between Poland and Ukraine in this manner. We have increased cooperation between Poles and Lithuanians in Klaipėda, where Polish PGNiG is already exporting LNG from Klaipėda to northern parts of Europe using trucks. We have this 3Cs initiative with support of $1 billion from United States, which could be a way of increasing gas cooperation in Central and Eastern Europe with Visegrad countries, with Croatia and so on. So we have a good prospects of increased gas cooperation in this region, which would impair Gazprom influence over Europe, which is bringing also political threats from Kremlin.
The 3Cs initiative is something that has a agenda purely economical. It concerns the countries that are members of European Union and mutual beneficially economic cooperation between them. But is there any bigger picture in that cooperation?
Well, the first layer is that Europe has two lungs. You have old Europe and new Europe. The Central and Eastern part of Europe is the new one. So the second lung, the younger lung of Europe is underdeveloped. So this initiative is a way of increasing economic cooperation between those countries to overcome this underdevelopment in our part of Europe. It is an economic layer of this cooperation, but increased economic cooperation could bring some increased political cooperation. And we see that there is much to be done already because we see differences between Visegrad countries like Poland and Hungary in European Council voting and so on. So this 3Cs initiative brings economic cooperation, but in future, in some years, we could see that this economic increased cooperation could return in some kind deeper relations in political sphere too.
Wojciech Jakóbik used the term the lungs of Europe. This is obviously from the John Paul II, who during the time of Iron Curtain said that Europe has two lungs, and the western lung is breathing freely, the eastern must be also joined. Oh, we have the situation right now when Poland and other countries are parts of the European Union. When we are looking at this Three Seas initiative, that was the political idea. Now is down to the details, not only energetical, but also transportation corridors are being built. And the question, will that cooperation include Ukraine? Is this a consequence, like inevitable, to include this Ukrainian rich soil and lots of people into that rapidly growing Central Europe?
We see differences inside Three Seas initiative, which is bringing countries like Poland, Czech Republic, Austria together. So this Ukrainian case is one of the reasons of these differences. We have different approaches from Poland and Hungary to the conflict in Ukraine, to Russian aggression in Ukraine. So it won't be easy to include Ukraine in this Three Seas initiative, which is officially a European Union initiative. So in future, maybe there could be some cooperation, but I would count more on bilateral links between Poland and Ukraine, between Poland, Ukraine and United States, which signed memorandum on gas cooperation in the region. So those bilateral links will be something more concrete than Three Seas initiative, which is inter-European Union initiative for now.
Right. Thank you very much. Wojciech Jakóbik of Biznesalert is our guest tonight, and that was it for Poland Daily Business Tonight. Please watch us same time tomorrow.